Today I want to teach you an alignment trick in headstand. If you're trying to get into the pose and it's been hard for you just to flip up into it against a wall, this might help you learn the alignment first, and then you'll feel more comfortable the next time you try and turn around. A lot of it has to do with engaging your core, because once you go upside down, you have to control your feet to stay in alignment. So learn this trick and it'll be much easier for you to get into headstand the next time. The foundation is the most important part of any pose, but especially when you're working on an inversion, you really want to make sure that you build a solid foundation to build the pose upon. So coming into headstand, you're going to start by interlacing your fingers and making sure that you tuck the bottom pinky underneath, because if you come down interlacing your fingers and then have that bottom pinky still on the floor, it's going to really hurt. So you want to make sure you interlace your fingers, tuck the pinky under, and then bring the forearms down to the floor, bringing the elbows right underneath the shoulders. If you widen the elbows out too much and you put your head on the floor, you're going to crunch up into your neck and it'll put too much pressure on your cervical spine. So you, again, want to make sure that you have that alignment down. The part of the head that comes onto the floor is the crown of your head. So you don't want to put the forehead on the floor, you don't want to put the back of your head on the floor. You will hurt your neck. You want to make sure that you measure right up from your ears and bring that soft spot when you're a baby, that part of your head when people tell you not to touch the baby's head, that's the part you want to put on the floor here. So you come down on the forearms, tuck your chin, and bring the crown of the head to the floor. Before you even bring your legs up, you want to make sure that you're not sinking into the shoulders. So you want to press into the forearms and lift your shoulders up and then broaden them to create that nice solid foundation. Once you feel comfortable here, lift up your knees off the floor, keep plugging your shoulder blades toward your tailbone, and then engaging your core, lift one foot off the floor and bring it to the wall. You want to measure about where your hip is on the wall. It might not be exact, but that's okay. Give it your best shot. Press your foot into the wall, engage your core, and lift the other foot up. So again, watch my shoulders. You don't want to sink in here. You want to press your feet into the wall, press your forearms into the floor, and lift your shoulders away from your ears. Internally rotate your thighs, pressing them up toward the ceiling, and again, keep engaging the core to press your feet against the wall so that you're nice and strong. Stay here for as many breaths as you can, and then just come down slowly the way you came in, lowering one foot, the other, lower the knees, and push back into child's pose to rest. So once you've practiced the alignment with your feet against the wall and learned how to build a solid foundation, you'll want to turn around and bring the crown of the head toward the wall so that you could start to balance against it. So using those same foundational principles, you're going to come down, interlace your fingers, tuck your bottom pinky under, bring the forearms to the floor, elbows under the shoulders, crown of the head comes down to the floor. Again, not the forehead, not the back of the head, bring that crown of the head down, and then plug the shoulder blades away from the ears. Tuck the toes, lift up the knees, and then start to walk your feet as close as you can to the elbows so that you get your hips up nice and high. Keep plugging your shoulders away from your ears, because there's a tendency here when you start to walk forward for the shoulders to crunch down, and you don't want to have that happen. So just to start out, you're going to lift one leg up and rotate the thigh in and up so the toes face down toward the floor. Then lift the heel that's on the floor up even higher so you get that left leg up. If you want, you can start to float and just start to bring that left leg up in the air. Maybe you'll come up, maybe this is what'll happen. You'll just do this, right? Eventually you bring that leg up slowly, engaging the core, okay? The other way to do this is to bring one knee into the chest, keep lifting those hips up, and then engaging your core to, it takes a lot of strength. You hear how my voice starts to change? So you're really engaging your core as you bring both knees up. And then slowly raise them up. You could come to the wall if you're just starting, right? So what you want to avoid is this, having the back come all the way down. You want to lift through your heels and pull that navel in and up. So you tuck that tailbone and bring it up toward the ceiling. Eventually, you bring one heel off the wall, and then the other heel off the wall. Keep pressing through your forearms, lift through your heels, and get nice and long. If you want a more advanced option, start to bring your hips back toward the wall and bring your feet down, coming into a right angle position. And then you could bring
the legs back up. Stay strong in your foundation. And then slowly, with a ton of engagement in the core, bring the knees down and slowly lower to the floor and rest in child's pose.
I hope you enjoyed learning that alignment and that little trick to get into headstand. For more pose instruction like this, go to my website, xenstrength.com. Have a great day. So as you extend through the heels, reach through the crown of the head. Externally rotate the shoulders by bringing the inner elbows forward and then plug the shoulders down the